Welcome to Uganda Catholic Television, Good News for All. Thank you for watching this television, and thank you for loving our program, Responsible Leadership, Responsible Citizenship. My name is Dr. Kiiza Emmanuel ALIBA. I am the National Executive Secretary of the Justice and Peace Department of the Uganda Episcopal Conference. As usual, we come here to remind each other, to learn from each other, to share our faith. We'd like to see citizens whose faith helps them to be better Ugandans, to be responsible Ugandans. Because we cannot always say, I am a Christian, I am a Muslim, and my faith does not change me, does not show the fruits through our good works, through our good words, through our good actions. So this is why we come up with this program, Responsible Leadership, Responsible Citizenship, because we need responsible citizens in Uganda. We need responsible leaders in Uganda. And once we attain this, Uganda will be much, much better a country than we are now. It is that which is a little bit lacking right now. Because when you go to various offices, when you read papers, when you see what is taking place in the country, you say, possibly we would be doing better if our faith had a great impact on our actions, on our deeds. This is the purpose of this program, to help one another. We started a journey of reading, analyzing, and meditating on the various pastoral letters that the bishops have written to us. And I would come with one today, but I will not. I will not bring any pastoral letter today. The reason is they are our young children who have gone for holidays. The senior fours have gone for holidays. And very soon, the primary 7 candidates will also go for holidays. So I give this program to our beloved children who are on holidays, and those who come from home are going for studies. This program is for you, our beloved children. I've come here as a parent to talk to my children. And for you parents, if you are watching me, please call all the children you have to come and sit, because this is their program. This is the program of my children, especially those who have come for holidays. I want to talk to you as a parent. I am a parent myself. I have children. And that is why I love children. I like babysitting. Actually, if there is any job that I enjoy, it is babysitting. I love looking at children grow. See the little boy, and in 3-4 years, you see a different person altogether. You know, it is very pleasing to see the children grow, both physically and mentally. A little boy who was doing something else now is doing much better than he or she was doing. For us parents, this is the joy. So this is why I come with this program for our beloved children. Our children, we parents love you. we love you. And we do all that it takes to make sure that you are better people in society. We raise you in a way that would like you to be much better than us. Actually, as a child, if you grow and in your life you are not better than your parent, you know that is a frustration to your parent. Because we raise you so that you are better than us. You see? This is what we would like our children to be. And once you have that vision of being better than your parents, then you will be a very useful person in society. I always tell my children that if now for me, I've not managed to build a storied building, I've not managed to raise a storied building, so I sleep on the earth. I'm just close to the earth, so I sleep down here. I'm only raised by a bed, but if there was no bed, I would be sleeping on the earth. So I would like now I would like my children not to sleep on the earth. You should sleep on the first floor. So if I've not managed to build a storied building, I would like you, my son, you, my daughter, to raise a storied building. Don't be like your father who did not manage to raise a storied building. So your father, like me, I'm sleeping on the ground. I like my son to sleep on the first floor. Then that means there is progress. That family is progressing. Those children are progressing. If your parent has not managed to buy a 4-wheel drive car, then you, the child, should aim higher and say, now that my parent who supported me did not buy a 4-wheel drive car, for me, I will buy it. So this is progress. So where we are removing our feet as we are moving, our children, our children are coming after us. We are moving forward. As we move, our children are following us. And we'd like, when we leave, the children are able to go much higher than where we have reached in everything. There's one parent, I love him, he's my friend, although he's my elder. He says, for me, I studied and got 1 degree. But I make sure that all my children, the minimum they can have are 2 degrees. My children have to do 2 degrees. And he has done it. All his children, both boys and girls, have 2 or more degrees. At least I know 2 with PhDs, 2 girls. They have PhDs. A PhD is a doctorate. So you get the first degree, which we call a bachelor's degree. The second degree, we call it master's degree. And a third degree, we call it a doctor of philosophy. That is why we call it PhD. But in brief, you can call it a doctorate. So someone who has 3 degrees in a same or similar field, we call him a doctor. He has a PhD. So this parent says, I only stopped at a bachelor's degree, first degree. But all my children, I educate them up to the second degree, or if they want more, I will still give them more degrees. This is the vision of the parent. And I am very happy the children remained in the vision of the parent. So you, our children, would like you to be much better than us. My beloved children, if you don't aim at that, your parents will never have good life when they grow old. Why? Because you will be depending on them at their old age, instead of them depending on you at their old age. Because at the old age, there is what we call retirement. Your parents will retire, will no longer be in active service because they will not be having the energies. So right now they are working, they are supporting you, but at one moment in the future, they will no longer be supporting you because they will not have the energy. So as you grow old, the energy grows lower, you know. You keep losing the energy until you no longer have enough energy to support you. So you retire, you rest. Now, when you rest and the children have not done well, then the future is not good. I've seen families where when the parents go away, they go away with the family. Why? Because the children, in one way or the other, have not aimed higher than the parents. I've also seen families where the parents are in retirement, but they are still supporting their children financially and materially. I have seen some children who are big boys and big girls running to their parents to eat. When it comes to lunch, they go to their parents. It is good to have lunch with your parents, but you should contribute. You should contribute. So that you, our children, I would like you to aim higher and be much better than your parents. And you are able. The choice is yours. The choice is in your hands. Because you still have the opportunity to make choices. When we grow old, the chances of making choices are limited. For example, now, it's however much I would have liked to become a medical doctor, I think now it is too late. I can't become one. Because now I'm supporting many children. I have to look after my family. I have to ensure the future is well prepared. There are very many things I am handling now that cannot enable me to go back to school. So that means my choices are limited. But you, my young daughter, my young son, you have very many choices. And you can make a good choice, and you can follow that choice up to the end. When you make a choice now, and you follow it, you pursue that choice up to the end, you become a very happy person in life. Because you do what you have desired to do. You do what you have chosen to do. And when you are doing what you have chosen to do, every day you live a happy life. But when you do by accident, you know, accidentally you are there, you find yourself there, you will never enjoy life. When you do a job that you acquired by accident, you will never enjoy life. No. So this is why I come with this program for our beloved children to guide you when you are still young, when you are still having the time to make a choice and then follow that choice, pursue it up to the end for you to live a happy life. Because there is a time when you will not have the choice. As you are looking at me here, my children, I have very limited choices. But the choice that I made when I was still young is what I am living now. So I am living a happy life because I made a choice when I was still young and I pursued it. I will share with you why I do what I do now. For me, I did not see my father. My father died before I was born, so I was raised by a mother. May her soul rest in peace. So I could go to school and come back and find my mother still in the garden. You can imagine all those hours I'm at school, my mother is still in the garden. She used to be a very hard worker. She worked hard because she had many children to feed. We were many of us. So I could see her actually suffering. I could see my mother suffering. So I made a choice. I said, I am going to study so hard, I'm going to be very serious with my studies so that when I grow up, I get a lot of money and I look after my mother so that she stops suffering. That was my aim of studying. Don't ask me, why did you study? I studied in order to look after my mother. This was my vision. So whatever I was doing, I wanted to do it very well so that at the end of it all, I look after my mother. I thank God, God gave it to me. Although she died when I had not done enough for her. If I had the choice, I would have told God, first wait to take my mother so that she first enjoys, the sweat from her son. But of course, we cannot debate with God. So I was happy she died in my hands. In my hands. She died in my hands. I was taking care of her. So my vision was fulfilled. And she died when I was the Prime Minister of Bunyoro Kitara Kingdom. You can imagine that lady whom I could find when I'm coming back from school, still in the garden. Because of her sweat, she managed to produce for the Kingdom of Bunyoro Kitara a Prime Minister. That is what I'm telling you, our children. That we parents are like that hard-working mother. And what we want to see in the future is we want to see a Prime Minister in you. Now, that is what we call development. So, the children should aim at being much better than the parents. You, my children, you have to aim at being much better than your parents. I'm sleeping on the ground. My son should aim at sleeping on the first floor. The grandson should aim at sleeping on the second floor. I have 1 degree. My son should aim at having master's degree. And the grandson should aim at having a PhD. I raise goats. I did not manage to have cows. My son should aim at having goats and cows. I have 10 acres of land. My son and daughter, the daughter should aim at having 20 acres of land. Why not? My children, isn't it possible to live a life much better than your parents? So as parents, when we are supporting you, our children, we want you to be much better than us. We want you to make good choices, pursue them up to the end. And once you pursue your choice up to the end, your life becomes much better. There are some of you who don't make choices. You live on earth. We call it after the meeting, when we are having a meeting, we make an agenda. We put the main items of the agenda, prayer, communication from the chair. Then towards the end, there is what we call A or B, any other business, A or B. So you live on earth as if you are living in A or B. You are living in any other business. My children, that should not be of you. Don't live in any other business or any person's business. The future business is yours. The future is in your hands. And you start living in the future now. Now. You children who have completed senior 4, supposing I came and asked you, what is your vision for life? What is your vision in life? Can you answer me very well? What do you want to be in life? What do you want to do in life? Can you answer me well? If you don't have the answer for my question, please start now. It's not too late. Start now. What do you want to be in life? What do you want to do in life? Which kind of life would you like to live in 30 years from now? If you don't have that vision for 30 years, if you don't have it now, you know the vision is knowing where you want to go. For example, why am I here? Why am I in the studios? I slept in Namugongo, but now I'm in Zambia. I came here because I had that vision that I have to be in the studios today. So I came from Namugongo and I came here. Now I am here. I am here because yesterday I had a vision that I have to be in the studios the following day. So my children, in life we do the same. I have a vision for tomorrow. This is what I want to do in life. This is what I want to be in life. And I start working on that vision today. You start working on it. If you don't have a vision, it's like you don't know where to go. And if you don't know where to go, you will not reach there because you don't know there. Or possibly you will reach there and you will not know that you are there because you don't know there. So if you have a vision, work for it. Ensure that you move in your vision and nobody should detract you from your vision. If you see anybody trying to detract you from your vision, keep your distance because nobody is going to live your life. unfortunately, not even your mother will live your life. However much she loves you, she will let you go. Not even your father, however much your father loves you, he will not live your life. You must live your life. So if you don't plan for your life now, if you don't plan for your future now, you will not live a meaningful life. This is why I come and spare this time and talk to you, my beloved children. I'm talking to you because we, your parents, love you. We are supporting you in order for you to live your own life. Don't say I am studying for my mother, I'm studying for my father. I told you, if I had the application to God, I would say, God, first leave my mother so that he enjoys fully the efforts of her son. But now she's away. She passed on. So I'm living my life. However much I started saying I'm studying in order to assist my mother, now I have no mother to assist. Now she's dead. She's gone. So I must live my life. So no one is going to live your life. No one is going to substitute you. In a football pitch, there is a substitute. When someone gets an injury or what, he goes out, a substitute comes. In life, there is no substitute. That somebody will substitute your life. No one. You must live your life. So this is why I come with this program, to prepare you to live your life. And you must start now, when you are still young. Why? Because you still have the chances to be formed. You still have the chances to be guided. And because your parents are assisting you now, the teachers are assisting you now. They are assisting you in order for you to live a good life, a meaningful life. But the choice is yours. What kind of life? The choice is yours. The choice is in your hands. So, my beloved children, I would like to go now for a break. Remember, the whole of this program is for you, my children. When we come back from the break, I'm going to give you what will make you successful in your life. I'm going to give you the methods. You have a pen and paper so that you get the methods that will make you successful in life. Let's go in for a break, and when we come back, my beloved children, we shall share what will make you successful in life if you follow what I am telling you. Thank you for watching Uganda Catholic Television. Good news for all. Welcome back from that commercial break. Before I went for break, I told you, my beloved children, that this program is for you, our beloved children. I have had to cut short what I have been doing because of the love that I have for my children. You senior 4 candidates who are at home for holidays, this is a program meant for you. And the primary 7 children who are coming back home, this is meant for you. When the senior 6 candidates come back home, I will come with another program for them. I will cut short what I am doing because of the love I have for you, our beloved children. I would like to see all of you being responsible citizens. I would like to see all of you being responsible leaders. But do you know what will make you a responsible leader? What will make you a responsible citizen? Do you know what will make you successful? I'm going to share with you only 5 points. I'm going to share with you only 5 points. My children, if you want to be successful in life, you get my 5 points very clear. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Those are the points I'm going to share with you. 5. The first point, my beloved children, if you want to be successful in life, read without stopping. Never stop reading. I am very sure some of you children, when you completed your last paper, some of you may have thrown away the books. Never throw away a book. Read without stopping. Do you see me in the studios? Every Wednesday I am here. But whatever I tell you, I research about it. I read about it. Do you see my gray hair with me? I'm now growing old, but I am reading. I read. That is why, that's what has made me be what I am, because I read. I am reading, and I will continue to read. My children, the first point I have given you, read and never stop reading. There is a saying, when you rest, you rust. You know rusting. When you rest, you rust. When you stop reading, when you rest from reading, you rust. When you don't read, you have no content in your head. And when you have no content to quit kideve, you know kideve, a tin that is empty. It makes a lot of noise. When you hit it, it makes a lot of noise. A tin, a kideve. A tin without content. So if in the head there is no content, my child, the head is like a kideve. Tin, empty. When you read, you have content. You can be respected. My children, never stop reading. So, you, my children, don't say, I have finished senior 4. So what? Are you the first? Will you be the last? Mind you, you have finished senior 4, but I also have 2 girls in senior 3. They also come in senior 4 next year. But there are other parents who have got children in senior 2. The other year they will also complete senior 4. You are not the first and you are not the last to complete senior 4. And actually senior 4 now, you have not even gone even a quarter on your ladder of studying. my daughter, my son, senior 4, yeah, thank you for completing senior 4, but the journey is still long. It's a very long journey that you have to do on the steps of reading. Never stop reading. Some of you now are sleeping up to 10. You wake up to 10 and you wake up at 10, you go for breakfast at 10. Then you come and start watching. Are they called Nigerians? And the Nigerians don't end. The end of one is the beginning of another. Ntikakatandika. You know these things. Kakatandika. You watch the Nigerians, and some of you may not even, you watch the Nigeria, one ends and you begin another. You watch the Nigeria, and then you go for lunch, empty tin. Empty. Kidevi. So my children, read and never stop reading if you want to be successful in life. Let's go and look at number 2. The first point was read and never stop reading. The second point is always think. 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 Someone was saying, if you don't think, you sink. Sinking. Dipping yourself in water and disappearing there. That is to sink. So if you don't think, you will sink. In everything you do, put the Swahili say, put kichwa. Put your head there. Think. Is what I'm doing the right thing? Think. Yes, you are sleeping and waking up at 10. Have you really thought about it? Is what you are doing the right thing? Always subject your every activity that you do, subject it to thinking, to wisdom. Think. Please, in whatever you do, think. Yes. In whatever you do, always think. Yes, you are watching Nigerians and Nigeria. It's okay, but first think, is what I am doing the right thing that I should do at this time? Yes, the bed is very comfortable. If really I did not, if I did not have a lot of work to do, today I would not come from my bed. Because when I had just woken up at 5, it started raining. And you know how the bed is sweet, my children, you know how sweet the bed is during the rain in the morning. But I had to leave the bed. Why? Because I thought about it. Supposing I remained in the bed, and then I don't do this program, or I don't prepare for it, what am I going to do? So because I thought about it, I said, however much it is raining, however much the blanket is good and the bed is good, I must leave this bed. I must go to work. What has driven me here to work? Think. So my children always think. That's why there's a saying, think before you act. I hope you know that saying. Think before you act. So before you do anything, first think, is this the right thing? You, my little girls, you decided to put on these small dresses. Think, is that the right thing you should do? Mini dresses, eh? They're like half a glass of water. The skirt is like here, half glass of water. There. Think, is that what I should do? You know, a life without good reflection is not worth living. A life without thinking is not worth living. Actually, if you don't subject everything you do to thinking, you are like a dead person. A dead person does not think. The first thing death takes away from you is the head thinking. That's why I don't like dying, because it takes away my head. Without this head, I don't know where I would be. So I try to avoid death because I want to have my head alive, I think. There was a philosopher who said, cogito ergo sum, that is Latin, cogito ergo sum, cogito ergo sum. I think, therefore I am. I think, therefore I am. So for him, thinking is like being. Thinking is, you know. My children, think. In everything you do, think. So these are 2 points so far I've told you, and we have to have 5 of them. The first is read, and the second is think. The third, now we are going to the third. After reading, never stop reading. Think. In everything that you do, put your head there, think. And the third is consult. The third is consult. Consultation. My child, where you are now, the years that you have now, your mother passed through those years. The challenge that you are going through, very many people have gone through them. That is why we consult. Because there are people who have gone through what we are going through now. It's not bad. Mommy, can I do this? Possibly, if you wanted it to do the other way, Mommy can tell you to do it the other way, and you find you are more successful in doing it Mommy's way. Consult. Consult your teachers. Consult your elders. If you are in senior 4, but you have a senior 6 leaver, you have some senior 6, you have a graduate in your, consult. Please learn to consult. For us in Bunyoro, we call it kwehanuza. Kwehanuza. You have to kwehanuza, you have to consult. Consult. You will see how successful you will be when you consult. Even at work, we still consult. I'm a head of department here at the secretariat. I would be doing, you know, I'm a head of department, but I still consult. I have a lawyer below me. I say, counsel, is it okay if we did this? It will bring a suggestion and you see it much better than yours. I asked my accountant, can we do this? Can we increase the salaries of our workers? Do we have enough budget? But you consult. He's my accountant. I'm the manager. Yes, I'm the boss. But he's an accountant. I did not study accounting, you know. Mine is different. But she studied accounting. So I consult her so that my knowledge can be fulfilled. She gives me her expertise, I add mine, and we get something better. So consultation does not stop at home only. Even when you become old and you are in offices, always consult. I'm the head of department, but I have a secretary general whom I report to. I have to consult. Monsignor, can we do this? I consult. I have other fellow heads of department. I have got this challenge on my desk. Father Fred, how can we go over it? You know, we consult each other. So my children, if you want to be successful in life, always consult. So these are so far 3 things I've given you. Number 1 is read and never stop reading. Number 2, in everything that you do, think before you act. Think. And number 3, always consult. Never stop consulting. Always consult. And number 4 now is pray. Pray. Have time to pray. You will see success coming your way, my son. You will see success coming your way, my daughter, when you have time to pray. Be known as a person of prayer. Be very close to your God. Be close to God. You will not go wrong. You know why we pray? One of the reasons is that we are not sure of the future. We don't know the future. But there is somebody who knows your future, and that is God. So if you don't know your future and God knows your future, be with him to guide you to that future that he knows which you don't know. Be with him. Be close to him. It's like if I go to the village and get somebody here in Kampala, I have to guide that person in Kampala. We cross like this. If you don't cross here, you'll be knocked by a speeding car. We do this. I have to guide you in Kampala because I've got you from the village. Now you consider yourself as you are in the village, and God knows Kampala very well. So he's the one to hold you by the hand and make you cross the roads in Kampala. That is why we pray. Because we are not sure of our future. But there is somebody who knows the future. So I stay close to him. He will help me cross the roads of Kampala. My son, my daughter, be a person of prayer. Both private prayer and also praying at home, communal prayer, and also praying in the church. Be known in the church. Be known by your parish priest. Have something you are doing in the church. If you are not in the choir, go and take a reading. Read. Go and take a reading. Go and serve at the altar. If you are not known by your parish priest and senior 4, you are not known by your priest at the parish, you are in the senior 4. There's nothing you are doing in the church. Just go there and you are one of the many. Stand out. Stand out. God likes active people. Pray. Prayer is important. Being close to God. Prayer is key in your life. Pray. Pray without ceasing. Don't find it a burden to pray. No, pray. Make it a routine. Make it part and parcel of your life. You know, in the morning I have to pray. Whatever I'm doing, I have to pray. Before I sleep, I have to pray. Pray the rosary. Pray the rosary every day. For you Catholics. Pray. So, I've given you 4 so far. I said I will give you 5. Number 1, read without stopping. Number 2, in everything, think. Number 3, consult. Always consult. Number 4, pray. Be close to your God. Pray. Because he knows the future, your future, which you don't know. So remain close to him so that he guides you to that future that he prepared for you. Pray. And number 5, my daughter. Number 5, my son, make wise decisions. Number 5, make wise decisions. Once you get these 5, my daughter, my son, once you get these 5, you'll find it very easy to go through this world. Read, think, consult, pray, make wise decisions. Always ask yourself, am I making a wise decision? Like these days, there is a lot of football going on, football matches. Mubebanda, I don't know how we call Ebebanda in English. Ebebanda. These places where they watch football from in towns with a lot of noise. You have completed senior 4. You are in Ebebanda watching football. Think, am I making a wise decision? Is this a wise decision? At 9 in the evening, you are not at home. The parents, either they're at home or not, but in the evening at 9, senior 4, you are not at home. Wherever you are, just, am I making the right decision? Yes, you can abuse a mother, you can quarrel with your father, but first, am I making a right decision? Is this a right decision? So make wise decisions. My children, make wise decisions. Always make wise decisions. And this is how you'll go through this world. Mind you, this world can teach. The lessons of the world are very difficult. If you are not a wise person, it is very difficult to be successful in this world if you are not wise enough. And if the world decides to punish you, the world can punish. And when you grow old, it is regrettable. You cannot unlearn some things that you can't remove them. If you don't go through this world in a wise way, your life is gone, which I don't want. As your parent, I don't want. I want to see successful Ugandans, responsible Ugandans, responsible leaders in you, my children. You just help me and resolve today that you will be a responsible citizen, that you will be a responsible Ugandan. Then I will say, thank you, God. Even if you want to take me, I am ready to go, because there is somebody who is coming before me. My children, this is what I want from you. Read, think, consult, pray, make wise decisions. Thank you for watching Uganda Catholic Television, Good News for All. We shall come back next week. I know I'm going to cut short our program for the Catholic Bishops' Pastoral Letters, because next week I'm coming in with the 3-4 letters of Pope Francis, because we are going to celebrate the World Day of the Poor. So Pope Francis has written us a letter on the World Day of the Poor. So when I come back next week, I will come with that letter of the World Day of the Poor. so that we know what the Holy Father is telling us about the World Day of the Poor. Thank you for watching and keep loving our television.